Strong situations cause stronger asking, and stronger asking brings in stronger non-physical resources. And so if you can not get swept up, you see, it works out this way. I'm living something I don't want, which causes me to ask in a stronger way. So it's like I put a strong engine on my train that's a desire engine that's going that way. But my reality is such that I don't believe my desire. So now I put a strong engine on my train going in opposition to my desire. And so things get worse for me, which cause me to ask in a stronger way. So I put a stronger desire engine on. But things don't look any different to me, so I put a strong belief engine on. And so I'm pulling against myself, because the very thing that makes me want it to be different is the very thing that keeps me from letting it be different. But unless there is a fundamental understanding that you are getting what you are thinking about, what we would like to say to all of you is that in the same way that the sun comes up every morning, that this non-physical process is happening, that step one is happening all over the place, whether you know that it is or not. That people in all situations, whether it is simple situations or complex situations or good situations or terrible situations, wherever you are is where you are. And from that important place of wherever you are asking for improvement wherever you are. And rather trying to compare the rightness or the wrongness of the things that you're asking for, if we could just get those of you in this room just for a minute to accept that asking is asking and that it is heard. So it doesn't matter if it's what you deem a big question or a small question, a critical question or a minor question, something that just improves my life a little bit or something that saves lives. It doesn't matter what the question is. It is always heard by source and answered by source, and it is always put into this vibrational reality, and it is always tended to, and the energy that creates worlds is on it, is on it, is on it. So step one is causing the improvements that you're all looking for. Step one and step two are happening even in your ignorance of them. Stop blaming what's going on around you as you have your knee-jerk reaction to it. And it's time to begin accepting that contrast is a good thing, whether you like it or not, and that you have control over how great the contrast gets in your own life. If you ask for something and don't allow it, you're going to ask stronger again. And if you still don't allow it, you're going to ask stronger again, until you're going to get two aspects of yourself asking and asking for what you want and asking for what you believe, until you're going to set yourself up for a world of hurt. It's just the way law of attraction is responding. And law of attraction is responding fairly to everyone. You get what you think about. You broadcast a signal, law of attraction brings it back. Step back from the details of what you're observing around you and try to accept it as more good than it is not good. And then do your best to soothe yourself into allowing the universe to treat you the way you deserve to be treated. You've got to show yourself that law of attraction is. You've got to hold some thoughts about some things and watch what comes to you, and then hold some thoughts about some other things and watch what comes to you. You have to teach yourself that law of attraction is a real thing, because you cannot just take our word for it. You have to teach yourself that your guidance system exists. You have to convince yourself that how you feel, what your mood and attitude is, equals your point of attraction. And you have to show yourself that you and you alone can shift the way you feel about things. No one is going to feel any self-empowerment until you apply what you know as the rules or the laws of the universe, and you see them consistently work for you. You got to show yourself that well-being abounds for you. If we were standing in any of your physical shoes, we would do what water does when it seeks its level. Water will always find its path of least resistance. You've got to reset yourself. You've got to reset yourself so that something can occur to you, so that you're ready to be ready to be ready to be ready to be ready. You have to carve out for yourself some measure of satisfaction. And you just have to ask yourself, is it satisfying to hear what wasn't working? Is any of that satisfying? And if it's not satisfying, are you in sync with your inner being? And if you're not in sync with your inner being, are you accomplishing anything? And is that not really what we're talking about here? not looking at the absence of it out there, because out there doesn't matter. That's old news. We're talking about right now. We're talking about here and now, where all of the power is, in the real now, in what really is, in what really is.